So that you
rebalance yourself evenly, not forward and back. Square up. Walk off again. Stop.
Gee, left lead much?
Pretty much.
Jump up and spin 180 degrees. Okay.
360! Overachiever!
That was athletic.
I want to ride her horse.
She's a snowboarder, right?
No matter how many degrees you went, it matters which way you chose to go without thinking about it.
Totally went left.
Left.
Your body has the dominant leg, which is the leg that you normally let off with. So when you walk off, like if I'm standing here, I'm going to walk off like that.
Really?
I'm going to walk off.
I did every time. And when I jumped, I turned left.
I did
Yep.
And then I'm going to jump and turn left. Most riders, most people have a left turn, a left twist in their body, which is why if you look at upper levels of most equitation sports, you'll have, it's easier to go left than it is right. It's not necessarily that the horse is handed, it's the twist in the human.
Yep.
Because when I work with Mustangs that haven't been ridden, I don't see that handedness. When I work with trained horses, you definitely see that handedness.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then your leg thing has to do with how you cue. You know, you'll cue better, if you're right leg dominant, you'll cue better. You'll close your right leg
and open the left.
I made my horse a southpaw.
then you'll open it.
Yep.
Same, you know, opposite with the opposite. So that gives you an idea, if we're going to start to look at what kind of horse you pick. You know, you go to a competition and the reality is you have this remuda and it's like, what horse do I pick out of here? You know, and the horse that you want to pick is going to be the horse that's going to fit your style the best. Because you don't have a lot of training time, you don't have the ability to retrain a horse, you don't have any idea what the horse's training is. So you have to have a couple of things that you can look at and say, okay, this horse is this, on the forehand, on the back, he's twisted this way in the hip, which we're going to look at. And I know that I'm right leg dominant and twisted this way. You're not going to pick a horse whose hips are like this. You're going to pick something that's more like that or straight. Just because it's going to make it easier for you to concentrate on your shot when you have maybe 15 minutes to ride your horse or maybe 2 hours to ride your horse. You're not going to get the training time in to get the horse and you together. You have to have the vocabulary to be able to ask the horse where he's at, and then the adaptability to adapt your riding to that horse. Or be able to pick a horse that fits you. That's ideally the easier way to do it.
That's a really easy way to be congruent. I love that, you know, because the horse is going to like you a whole lot better and perform, not like you, but find it easier to do the task at hand with that congruency. So I'm going to hand it over to Jeff and we'll go over there, but a thought I want you to leave with is that whenever you go to a competition, the only thing you take with you is your skill. So hone your skill. Ride, 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 ride well. Get instruction, get whatever tools that you need to help you to be the best rider you can be. Spend as much, if not more time as you do with your bow skills. That riding is huge. And then you take your mind. Like he just said, take information. Take information with you to that faraway place that you're going to go to a competition in, and you can set yourself up for hopefully the best ride and best time that you can have at that moment in time where you are.
And mounted archery is unique even in world-class sports in that you don't have your horse with you. You know, in endurance racing, you don't go to Dubai and ride the prince's best horse. You know, that just doesn't happen. You take your horses with you. Upper level eventing, you know, you go to Rolex, you're not riding somebody else's horse. It happens a little bit in rodeo, you know, with rope horses, but that's probably the closest parallel to archery. But so you have to have, as archers, you have to have the horse skill to be able to get on just about anything, really quickly go through a checklist of what's this horse know, what he doesn't know, how can I fit into that the best so that when I'm going down the range, I'm able to think about where my shots are going instead of, you know, trying to...
Where's the horse going?
Get your horse over there.
Or where did I send him?
Yeah.
Where did I send him accidentally?
Yeah. So whether he's like all of a sudden hugging the rail or, you know, trying to run through the fence or You know, you have that additional level of horsemanship that has to happen.
Yep.
You know, not only do
Foundation.
you have to be good at what you do, but you have to be good at what you do on horses that have a huge difference in level of training. You know, there's very few schoolmaster horses. Like if you want to ride, you know, Grand Prix dressage, you know, you ride a schoolmaster, and schoolmaster horse is not a perfectly trained horse. It's a horse that knows what he's doing and will forgive your mistakes until you find your feel. And that's not the upper level horse, the average upper level horse that you see in Olympic competition. Most of those horses won't deal as a schoolmaster.